Hi everyone, this is Jim of Shiloh Kahal. In the discussion about the construct of a Hebrew calendar day, those who would argue for an evening to evening construct whereby the day starts with the setting of the sun each day, they will point often to Genesis 1 in the creation account as one of their proof texts for the points that they're presenting. And in summary, I will be using here, I'll show you the New American Standard Bible version of this, but at the end of, during the creation account in chapter 1 of Genesis, after each day's creation, we have a similar statement for days 1 through 6. And I'll read the first 3 days here. In the first day when he created light and separated light and darkness, he said, and there was evening and there was morning, one day. And in the second day after he created the firmament, it reads, and there was evening and there was morning, a second day. And in the third day when he created, separated the land and the seas, when he was done, there was evening and there was morning, a third day. The dilemma I pose is that if evening and morning are the sum of a day, or if simply evening starts a day and morning ends a day, then where does day and where does night fit into the sequence of the day? Let me explain what I mean using this visual here, this illustration. And this is day one, where Elohim said, let there be light, and it was. And he saw it was good. He divided the light from the darkness, and he called light day and darkness night. And then evening and morning were or came to be after the statement. And it was the first, or day one. So if the argument is, and there was evening and there was morning, or any variation of it, it cannot be the sum total of the day, either by statement itself or experientially, because we all experience a day and the four components of a day, which would be day, evening, night, and morning. So if at the end of each day's creation it says, and there was evening and there was morning, here's where it would appear on this timeline. Here is evening and here is morning on this timeline. Well, okay, so if that is your proof text, then you have to think this through. In the evening event of every day, what precedes the evening? Daylight hours. It's not mentioned there, but that would be the natural thing that we experience. And what precedes the morning? It would be darkness, the nighttime period of time. So if you're going to apply logic to there was evening and there was morning, what preceded evening had to be daytime, and what preceded morning had to be nighttime. Consequently, what is subsequent to an evening? Darkness. And what is subsequent to a morning? It's daytime, which would actually be another whole day altogether. That's why although the proponents of an evening to evening think this is the beginning of a day, they are overlooking the fact that prior to that evening, we have to have a daylight period of time. And then when they see that morning is the end of a day, they are forgetting that there must be a darkness that precedes that morning, and there must be a daylight period that follows that morning. So the dilemma is that if you're going to use evening and morning, day one, as your proof text, the dilemma is you've got to figure out where day and night, the other two components of a day that we observe and that was described in the creation account, you have to fit them in to the sequence somewhere. And logically, it is light or day followed by evening, then darkness, which is night, followed by morning, and then that would be the end of a day. And if morning is the last part of the day, and the next thing after the morning would be the beginning of the next day, well, what follows morning? Day, daylight. If you agree with this logic and this reasoning, then please like and share so that others can see and hear as well. Thank you, and may you be Baruch.